what's inside? Come on in and take a look at the menu. There's many barbecue delights. Ribs, chicken, and much more. Salads of every kind. Sides that'll tempt your appetite. And we have eat in or take out at Big J's Hurricane Grill. Maureen and Big J say everybody is welcome. Take a step back into time at Lombardo's Apothecary at 1230 South Mill Street. Will take you back in time. Take you back in time to make you feel better. They have cards, snacks, all kind of toiletries and health and beauty aids that will make you feel great. They also have prescriptions too. It's Lombardo's Apothecary. Call 724-654-8100.
Special thanks going out to Town Mall Pizza for sponsorship of this program, located in the Cascade Galleria, Newcastle.
Hello, I'm Melva Pope, and welcome to the morning show.
Good morning, Newcastle, and a very pleasant welcome to the morning show. This is the 25th of October, and, hopefully you have that first cup of coffee, and there are some interesting things going on. I got to make mention of some of them, and I'm going to hold that comment. First of all, the birthdays. John Matarazzo, Casey Huff, Michael Pascarella, Tim Swiner, Rachel Ann Kaufman, Melissa Houston, Gary McKissick, Lisa Parada, Sherry Noga, Sharon Miller Benegas, and Gina Rocco. Hopefully you get that second cup of coffee and an extra piece of birthday cake as you go through the day. And I had to take a sip of that to buckle up. Here we go. Joe Gunn, welcome to the NCTV45 family. Michelle Crockett, thank you for the kind comments. Okay. Brandon Newman, thanks for liking NCTV45. Now, as we go down, I would be very much remiss if I didn't talk about the goings on with people disagreeing, and it's all wrapped into this Facebook and people doing things on social media and talking badly of others, and it just doesn't make sense. People can have a difference of opinion. And after yesterday and today, I feel like all I'm doing on the morning show is Focus NC and political commentary. But, the people that sent the packages a day or so ago deserve to be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. But I did see a piece on Facebook that made me stop and think and was rather hilarious. The piece said,
Who mails bombs to people who don't open their own mail? And that's such a good point. I mean, that was from Michael Rand in The Real People of Newcastle. And it tickled me when I saw that, because I'm thinking, who does that? Really? Seriously? Like, you're going to send something and intend it for that person, and that person's opening it. Just doesn't make sense. It shows you the mentality of the whole thing, which is relatively stupid. Now, or just plain stupid. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take this break, and we're going to go hear about these fine sponsors. Then I'm going to tell you some things that you maybe should consider. It was a little nippy this morning, and so we'll be right back.
Allie's Upper Crust at 1700 Highland Avenue has a full menu: pizza, roll-ups, salad, soup, sandwiches, strombolis, dinners. They are just great for dine-in or take-out. Don't forget to give them a call at 724-652-7553. It's Allie's Upper Crust. This program furnished by the MAD Unit, Mobile Auto Detailing. See Michael Sad at themadunit.com. This program furnished by Sporting Goods, 23 East Washington Street, Newcastle. Call 724-658-2535. Today's programming is brought to you by NCTV45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station.
Well, we're back as I sip my coffee here and just kind of enjoy a Thursday morning. Little nippy outside. Frost on the windshield. Take your time. Know that it's a little cold. Things to view on Newswatch. Some music going on down in Wampum tonight. And, they do a lot of great things in Wampum. Why not take a ride down? Maybe you find an old friend, meet somebody, or just get out and see a one-man band. That's on Newswatch this morning. And Cheeseman's. Now that has become a tradition with my daughter and her friends who have gone out there in the past years. And so there's a good fall activity. I wish I could tell you a little bit more positive stuff about the weather, but nevertheless try to do that. Now, keep an idea of next week's Halloween. The Halloween trail is up and running from Volant to Pulaski. You're going to want to view that on Newswatch. A farewell performance by Gene DiCaprio. And ghostly apparitions. Yeah, all this on Newswatch. And also getting you in the mood for the holiday season and Christmas. So you should think about those things and tune in to Newswatch. Now, as we take this stroll, somebody said something very profound the other day. We are the newest county. The last county formed in Pennsylvania, us, Lawrence County. Now, we have one of the oldest cities. Like, you're talking Civil War time, 1789. It's presented some interesting situations for the greatest castle in the world, and something that should be addressed when you go to vote, and to think about that, you know, and how you want to proceed. Things look great in some areas and not so great in others, but we got to catch up to the rest of the world, folks. You know, that's very important. Now, I want to give you a perspective on this date in history. Okay, and it's always fun to look back and say, well, this happened. Now, I don't like to look so far back that I don't know what the heck's going on, but here you go, Mike. This date in history as we go down. How about this? Pablo Picasso was born in Spain. This date in history. So happy birthday, Pablo, wherever you may be. Now, here's some other fantastic tales. It's taken my screen a chance to change. Oh, they made a video. They started with the bridge, the Golden Gate Bridge, and that took a lot of work. Okay, and I would want to be doing that. And I'm not going to let you listen to the video because that would be kind of lame. But this date in history, always try and remember those historical things. We're going to take a break. And when we do, I'm going to, and I did it yesterday, but I'm going to do it today because I have the tape. You know, with winter coming, you should think about your vehicle. And Lord knows, I got to think about mine. What to do? Go out to Shenango Auto Mall. See my good friend Angelo Tweedy Fornatero. And this is an example. Now, maybe you don't need a truck, but this is an example of some of the quality vehicles that they have. I want you to take a look at this, and it's absolutely phenomenal. So we're going to say hello to Tweety, take a look at this truck, and do the sports right after. And then we'll visit some sponsors. We'll keep community television on the air for you. We'll be right back.
Now, I told you we were going to go out on location, and this is going to be, you know, if you've been watching Lawrence County 45 weather, winter's on its way. Now, how about this? A Dodge 2016 with a Hemi engine, seat 6, I believe it's 4-wheel drive, and just take a look at this vehicle. I'm doing this because I want you to see the quality type vehicles they have here, right here at Shenango Auto Mall. I told you that, you know, would go on location and do some things. And look at this. Beautiful, nice and clean, spacious, and all ready to be yours. And I gotta tell you, as it's cold outside, it's nice and warm in that truck. A great vehicle. Make sure you stop out and see Tweety at Shenango Auto Mall. Angelo Tweety Fornatero just got a bunch of nice vehicles in, and yeah, they're the floor mats for you. And I wanted to show you the space in the back for the pickup. Now that's our on location for the day.
The Cedars is a great restaurant with outstanding Mediterranean food. The Cedars takeout menu is second to none, featuring pizza, stromboli, hoagies, their famous lamb on the rod, and so much more. So when you're hungry and you want that Newcastle taste, make it Cedars. Now it's in Newcastle, 827 Addis Street on the east side, and all Cedars 724-658-9260.
Hello and welcome to You Got It, the Cedar Sports Corner. Well, in the NFL tonight, it's Miami. The Dolphins, they're at the Houston Texans. Over in the NBA, Cleveland visits Detroit. Portland, they're taking on Orlando. Boston, they're at Oklahoma City. And Denver, they're at the LA Lakers. Now, in the NHL, and it's time to look to see where those Penguins are as my monitor takes its good old time, and here it comes. In the NHL, you have Philadelphia, they're at Boston. Montreal's at Buffalo. Nashville, they're at New Jersey. And Columbus, they're at St. Louis. Pittsburgh, they're up in Calgary. Get a nap. That game starts at 9 o'clock. And over in college football, can't leave that out. You know, always some great Thursday matchups. Baylor taking on number 13 West Virginia. And the Mountaineers are at home. Ball State's at Ohio. Toledo, they're at Western Michigan. Appalachian State at Georgia Southern. And Georgia Tech, they're at Virginia Tech. So lots of sports. Get on over to Cedars, get some wings and a nice cold beverage, and enjoy. Now we're going to take this break. We'll be right back on Newswatch, and this was the Cedar.
The Cedars is a great restaurant with outstanding Mediterranean food. The Cedars takeout menu is second to none, featuring pizza, stromboli, hoagies, their famous lamb on the rod, and so much more. So when you're hungry and you want that Newcastle taste, make it Cedars. Now it's in Newcastle, 827 Addis Street on the east side, and call Cedars 724-658-9260.
The Pokeberry Exchange at 41 North Mercer Street has gifts galore that'll make you want to explore. Lamps, homemade lamps of every shape and color that will excite any room in your house. Wind chimes hang from the door to give that sweet sound. Sweet soaps and teas, embroidered towels, and much more. It's the Pokeberry Exchange. It's yours to explore. Peppers, mouth-watering fruit, fine dressings, apples, meats. This place looks so familiar. Everyone in Newcastle has to know about it. Yes, it reminds you of when you were growing up, right in downtown Newcastle. Look at those fine lunch meats and ethnic foods. Yes, it's Joseph's.
After giving this a little more thought, I'm going to give you the this date in history. So, hey, why not listen to it? So, here we go.
Here's a look at this date. October 25th.
In 1931, the George Washington Bridge, its main span, then the longest in the world, opened to traffic. In 1970, the wreck of the Confederate submarine Hunley was found off Charleston, South Carolina. The Hunley was the first submarine in history to sink a ship in warfare. This day in 1983, the U.S. and its Caribbean allies invaded Grenada. This was 6 days after its prime minister and some of his supporters were killed in a coup d'etat. And in 1881, Maria Picasso gave birth to a masterpiece. She named him Pablo. He'd go on to become a master. From his blue period to the fractured forms of Cubism, he was one of the most influential artists of the 20th century. His mother would be proud. And that's history.
There, now that was pretty cool. This date in history. So, gives you a little perspective. Notice, we had problems before, but nobody was doing some of the stuff they get today. Geez, oh man, chill out and have an intelligent conversation. I recall a professor I had when I was at school, and as I look back now, some of his thoughts were totally against the rule of law. And you sat back and you wondered, what the heck is this guy thinking about? Because then we didn't have the communications that we have now. And it seems to be that ability to communicate is really frustrating the left, because everybody's going, whoa, no. As I had breakfast this morning, you just can't get and say, for 5,000 people, we're just going to march into this country and do it in China. See what they do. Okay, they'll just bump you off. Now, that was that date in history, so we got that. And, I got to go to the weather, and wow. Now, we're going to have, before we go to the weather, we're going to have multiple things going on. Press secretary, former press secretary Spicer is going to be in Newcastle. We're going to televise that Republican dinner. And we're then going to televise, in addition, the football game. talk about having quite a few things going on at the same time. So be ready, enjoy, and NCTV45, we're bringing it all to you. So let's get to the weather, and you better get the winter coat out. I have a feeling we've crossed the threshold, and it's just going to be cold. And cold is cold. Make sure you got that winter coat. We're going to take this break, go to weather, and when we get back, how to be your wife's best friend and some helpful hints. And, I'm sitting here and the song of the day, I almost forgot it. And I don't want to do that. So let's get the song of the day on right now. The group, you got to name the group that's singing it, the band, and the title. There you go. I don't want to give you too much. We'll be right back. Let's check the weather and these sponsors. Welcome to Lawrence County 45 weather, and after last night's mostly cloudy low of 30 and felt like colder than that, how is your Thursday? Well, don't get too excited when I say about the sun, because as you look at radar, local is clear, but at national you could see that band of clouds off to our west, and they could be affecting our weather as we move through the weekend. Your Thursday, mostly sunny and 47. Thursday night, mostly cloudy, a low of 32. And then Friday, mostly cloudy, 49. Friday night, after 10 p.m., but don't hold me to this, cloudy, 35, chance of rain, 50%. Now, the chance of rain is going to be 40 and 50% all weekend, so I'm not going to keep saying it. Saturday, cloudy, high of 47, chance of rain. Saturday night, cloudy, 37, chance of rain. Sunday, cloudy, 49, chance of rain. Sunday night, cloudy, 37, chance of rain. Monday, cloudy, 47, and yes, a chance of rain. So that rain, 40 to 50% the whole time, and that's going to make it just icky, for lack of a better word. Now, we're going to take this break, and when we return, a whole bunch more on Newswatch. Unless you're watching the morning show, then we'll go to that. We'll be right back.
Standing by my window.
Today's programming is brought to you by NCTV45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station. Allie's Upper Crust at 1700 Highland Avenue
has a full menu. Pizza, roll-ups, salad, soup, sandwiches, strombolis, dinners. They are just great for dine-in or take-out. Don't forget to give them a call at 724-652-7553. It's Allie's Upper Crust.
If you're having a party, then Keystone Specialty is the place you need to go. Yes, they have every party supply that you can imagine. Planning that wedding, that graduation, or maybe it's just that big game that's coming up, go to Keystone Specialty. Party supplies and so much more. Remember, they have those fall decorations, winter, spring, and summer. It's Keystone Specialty on the south side of Newcastle, Mill Street.
But I need to tell you something.
Hello, and I have to drag stuff over every once in a while. Let's go with these helpful hints. What uses can you think of for giant magnets? Well, a magnetic strip made to hold knives in the kitchen is useful. Use them to hold keys. I don't know that I'd want nail clippers in my kitchen. Other bathroom things, office supplies, even family photos. And you know what? We do use those big magnets in here on the filing cabinet. That way people can, stuff that needs filed, they go right there, and then they file it in the filing cabinet for our people that file. So, helpful hints, always a good thing. And how to be your wife's best friend. Change the overhead light bulbs when they go out. Okay. Or say, here, honey, I got you the ladder. Why don't you just take and go to one of those fine establishments and just enjoy, simply enjoy being out and being in the greatest castle in the world. You know, it's always a pleasure and everything like that to see good friends. Now, let's listen to the song of the day. See if you know it. Any ideas? Why can't we be friends? By War. And, you know, Mike, you're on the studio line. Hello, Mike. We've got you live on TV. I'm glad we had a call in. We're in the last segment of the morning show. And always good to hear from you, Mike. How are things?
Thank you.
How are things in the Berg? It was a little cold this morning. Cold, foggy.
There's frost on the lawns, that's for sure.
Yeah. Now, here's the question. Is it just going to stay cold, or does this mean now we'll have our Indian summer?
I'm hoping we have an Indian summer. I hate winter.
Mike, I tell you, I looked ahead. I don't want to say anything, but I don't think we're getting that Indian summer. You know.
You checked the almanac?
Yeah, I haven't checked the almanac. I checked my knee, and my knee says cold. Now, you know, I got one thing to say, and Mike always does it, and I'm so glad he called in. He tells a friend about NCTV45. And, you know, we've had people playing games on Facebook. That's why we have our own Facebook groups now. Nobody can accuse us of being spammed or spam. I don't know what the heck they're talking about. We're just telling people what's going on. Okay, and that just some people, that just really bothers them. Oh, well,
Yeah, there's a lot of crazy people out there.
Yeah, so we keep rolling on. So make sure you tell a friend about NCTV45. They'll be glad you did. And
You know I know.
I know you do, Mike, and I appreciate that. And by all means, make sure you get that second cup of coffee. You too, Mike, and have a super day. And when I call the greatest castle in the world, in the county of Lawrence. Have a great day, everybody, and we'll see you again real soon.